If my phone is to be believed, we are in fact live. A little bit of tweaking to go on, but good evening. Helps if I don't fade down the music as well. I'm juggling things here. Good evening to you. Good evening, Wagoo. Smensky, hi Steve Green, Richard Shaw Wright, Ronnie Graham, Hayham Puds, some people have scrolled off the screen. If I extend my window there, it's all changed since I last did this. I've now got the chat in OBS Studio. And indeed, we've got a completely new setup here. Right, scrolling up there, look. See, I've got a little screen over there. Show me what the Mega Drive's going to be doing. Because it's all split off. I've got a complete mess of stuff behind there to achieve this. Hello to Geigerpunk, David Mitchell, Costado, the Bitplanes. Anyone I've missed? Alex Gesser. No, nobody has died. Nobody has died. So, yeah, we'll let everyone get in and just kind of nothing's going to be rushing along this evening. There are, of course, plenty of other people streaming this evening. I want to say that first. Nicky and Bunty are doing their watch-along with Indoor League over on Twitch. And Rose Tinted Spectrum, is he still doing his charity stream, playing all the Monty Mole games? He'll also be over on Twitch as well. So if you want something a bit more exciting, certainly them. Well, I like Indoor League. Wouldn't call it exciting, but it's exciting because it's Nicky and Bunty, and I'm sure they'll be watching this later on. But I was going to be doing this on Thursday evening. Let's fade out Maywood and then get rid of them there. And, well, I ended up having to go to Devon on Thursday evening, so that went out. And then I was away Friday night, driving back Saturday night. And I thought, well, I could do this on Sunday, really, couldn't I? So here I am thinking, no one else will be streaming on Sunday. Easter Sunday, will they? And here we are. Yes, everyone's doing it because that's the will of the world. And that's always the thing with it, because I'm always worried I'm up against other people doing stuff. But here we are. And as I say, we're just going to play some games. I have no plan here other than I was thinking of what machine to get out. And I decided on the Mega Drive purely because it was one of the easier machines to get out. It's got a flash cart. And critically, it fits on the desk. Because at one stage I was thinking of the BBC Master, and then I realised it's going to be out beyond there somewhere. So that didn't happen. Yeah, well, I can imagine if playing all the Monty Mole games through, you would lose the will to live. What else we got going on? Ryo Gaz, I can never pronounce. He's got a Cherry Fentimans on the go, which is good. Ryo, you need to tell me how to pronounce your username because I'm not very good. Mensky was going to have Matthew Kelly fight Terry Wogan, but he decided not to. Always enjoy Mensky's streams, either playing games or just loud music. Quite often loud music. So yes, what we've got here is we've got OBS configured up really excitingly. We can go like that, and I can put the audio up there. Oh, well, which fader am I on? There we are, I'm on that fader. Or we can go to that only. And we can also we're going to have some callers later on. In fact, I think I might already have... Oh, no, that's... no, that's someone about Secret Project S, Steve. Yes, our supplier has just been in contact with us about Secret Project S, asking about quantities. So, yeah, that's a new Future Chinny Vision thing. But... hey, we've got Alex Kidd, and I've got my, I can flip between these things. I've got my Competition Pro joypad, which I much prefer to the Mega Drive ones. But if you want to come on the chat in a bit, I can give you a link. DM me on Twitter or Discord, and I will send you the link for the chat, and people can come on and chat. I was going to do it via email, but I can't get into my account at the moment because I can't remember the password. But hey ho, let's go and play a bit of Alex Kidd. So I'm running this off this cheap EverDrive I bought off eBay a while back. And the cartridge slot or the SD card slot immediately failed, and I ended up having to glue the SD card in. But it doesn't matter. It's got all the games on here. Now, yes, I am running it in PAL mode. Someone can go. People can go on it too slow. The borders are wrong. Right. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. See, what I need to do is look at the screen at the right-hand side, because that's got no delay on it. Oh, this. Okay. Yes, I will. Better one. Oh. Oh, but I got some money there. I've not played Alex Kidd for ages. Now can I bet? No, not enough money. Yeah, Alex Kidd was built in on the Master System, of course. This is the it's one of the launch games, the Mega Drive, wasn't it? I remember seeing the review of this in... Oh, I've completed level. Seeing the review of this in CMVG, I think. I don't know why I used to buy CMVG as much as I did. Yes. Oh. I don't have enough money. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I can't touch that. Yeah, no Doctor Who spoilers. No Doctor Who spoilers. Oh, oh no, I've done it again. Well, yeah, some Master Systems, because of course I've got one with Super Hang-On, I've got one with Alex Kidd, and I've got some Master System 2s with Sonic. There's money there. Right, so I don't wait for that spider to come down here, do I? There he is. That's it. Give me the coins. I like the one... oh. Game over. Yes, I mean, if you want to suggest games, I can just do any game you want. Someone throw a game at me and I'll load it up. Because I can go to literally any game. I don't know what the delay is on this chat. So someone throw a game in and I'll go and see if I've got it on my... It's a dung beater. Don't touch the dung beetles. So what game do people want me to play? What do I think of the XL or XC? I like the XC in XL. My mate Chris used to have one when I was a kid. He upgraded from ST. I used to annoy him a lot because I wanted to play on his 800 XL rather than his ST. I have no idea what Yak Yak is. Battle Squadron. Okay, let's go Battle Squadron. Mega Drive da-da-da. No. Mega Drive da-da-da. Which button is it? Battle Squadron. Right, let's find Battle Squadron. Battle Toads. Battle Squadron. Okay. Do not turn off the system. Right, someone keep a note of... yeah, we can play Enduro Racing because this plays Master System games as well. Right, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, I got this one off eBay. I don't know if this is an official one or not, but I know Quiz does. He started assembling them because he's in the Ukraine, of course, so yeah. Stardate 10/10/27/24. Star System on a U2. So what's this? A shoot 'em up or something? Yeah, but I do A8 coverage, and Steve kindly got me a kind of tape emulator device as well, which I use. I've just not had cause to do any games on it lately. Oh dear, it's all a bit Jupiter Moon, isn't it? See, when people say AMC, I always go Astro Marine Corps. But obviously it's not, it's Attack of the Mutant Camels. But yeah, AMC Astro Marine Corps. Right, let's play. I'm bored now. Let's go. Play. What is that? What? No, oh, it's like... Oh. First thing, it's like Swift. I was going to say. So what do my buttons do? So A and C do the same. And B causes carnage. I don't know how many of those I've got. See, I've got two screens. I'm still continually looking at the wrong screen. Ah, moving around to... I've had this little screen here for ages. And, oh, no, it died now. I've got to use it for something. Just sits there. Now, when I'm concentrating on this, I can't see the chat. Is the only thing. That's the advantage of looking at the other screen. I can look across. Fire and rotate pad to smart bot. Oh, okay. This is what happens. Can you turn up number of lives or something there? Yeah, that's better. No, I've done that again. Do I have auto fire on? I do. I'm looking down my joypad again. Oh no, it does ice. Oh. Ah, right, I've worked out what these different buttons on my Competition Pro joypad do. Like little lozenge buttons that have auto fire on them. Which I should have known. Yeah, if you're expecting good gameplay this evening, this isn't what any of this is about. This is jolly fun. You think you have a dedicated button on the Mega Drive? Yeah, I mean, this Competition Pro has... I'm using a Competition Pro pad that has these kind of lozenge buttons above the normal buttons that you do... they're marked Turbo. So I'm looking down 2 series Competition Pro joypad, which I much prefer to the... And you've got off and slow on the back. Sorry, I'm looking down at the joypad now. Off and... I'll show you on the... There we go. It's this. So you've got these buttons here, these standard fires. They're your auto fires, which are a bit weird to hold. And you've got this slow... I think it's slow down the firing or something on the back. Oh, I fired off the game. What's the slow do then? Oh, it slows down the game. Oh. It pauses the... Oh, I see. Right, that's interesting. Right, look at this. Right, okay. So now... Oh, take slow off. Slows on. I assume that's to get you through difficult sections of the game. You turn it off and then start to take it off pause. I mean, it's a shoot 'em up. What I'm saying, I'm obviously not got very far in this so far. Pretty generic. But someone might tell me it's the first of its type, because obviously I've spent forever playing Swift the other week, so play it properly for once. Oh. Oh, no, got there. Any power-ups available? I mean, everything takes their cue from ZV. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, they're stealthy. I see. Well, that was interesting. Let's, I always have to push my on-off button really hard because I've modded this console, and in order for it to take multi-region cart, so I had to take up a little bit of plastic, and you have to go... See, that doesn't work. There you go, that works. You really click it, otherwise it doesn't work. I could probably fix that, but... Yes, Geiger Punk, what did you have for your dinner? I didn't see any pictures. Not so you didn't post any pictures, but we didn't see any pictures. What other games were people suggesting? Scrolling back. And I'll also... Let me just check the... Check the Discord. Nothing going on there. And let me just check the old Twitter. Oh, tweet from Geiger Punk 28 minutes ago. Yeah, if anyone wants, I say, come on the chat thing, have a chat, just DM me on Twitter and I'll give you the invite and you can come on and chat while I play games very, very badly. I'm going to scroll up the chat here at the moment. Got no idea how many people are in or anything like that. This bit of software isn't telling me. I don't know. It's this is a top chat. I want live chat, so it might be missing people. Rolling Thunder 2, Steve says. I can try Rolling Thunder 2. Let's go to there. Select game. Mega Drive into Z. Middle button. No, it's not the middle button. It's the inside button. Rolling Thunder 2. We've got two. Oh, we've got. There we go. Is it going to be that one? Let's try that. Start. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't know what's good and what's bad, really. But it was just a thing I wanted to do. I thought, oh, I could put another video out on a Sunday night because I've been trying to do 2 a week where possible. But it's oh, I've got a minus 11,000 CPU utilization. Right. On this Mac Mini. Oh, here we go. Rolling Thunder 2. Okay. Start button. Never played this in my life. Start. What is it? Select your agent. Let me get 2. I'll go for Timothy Dalton there. Yes, yes. Situation as follows. Okay. Investigation concerning satellite suggests arms merchant Gimdo responsible. Last reporting is Miami Villa. Investigate immediately. Oh, I was thinking Days of Thunder. I thought it was going to be a driving. Oh. So what we got? Do I have a limit on bullets or anything? What can I do? Can I shoot up? Apparently not. And I can't shoot when I'm jumping. What happened there? I wasn't anywhere near me. Here we are, back at Relton Marine. It's, yeah, what year is this? Because Dragon Ninja it ain't. Or Shinobi. Oh! I don't think I've played this in the arcade. Is it an arcade? I assume Namco is going to be a arcade game. Oh! Can I go back? It's always handy in video games. Hell, I can't shoot and jump. Why can't I shoot and jump? What kind of game? I want to... Ah! Don't throw things at me when I can't shoot up! Apologies. Wagyu, it says I can't. I've not been able to so far. Let's try again. Yes, yes, yes. Up and jump, down and jump to move between levels. Right, let's try that again. Oh. Up. Ah, aha. Got ya. Right. Right, that's better. That makes more sense. Ah, right, that worked. Oh. 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 Aha! Go find me. Woo. Aha. I can't get at that one. I can't. Oh no! I ran out of ammo. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, there's a bad man down there. And he's in just the wrong spot. My chat stopped scrolling. I can't do anything about it at the moment. Oh, right. Okay, I didn't know that. That's handy. So I was looking at the chat there. It's handy all the bullets travel so slowly. Because if they travel like real bullets, I'd be... Oh, I got shot in the face. I went in the bullet door. I did go in the bullet door. I think the chat's behind. Can I get more? No, I can't. Right. No. Come on. Yeah. Shot him in the groin. Can I go in that door? Oh! 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 I can go indoors. This I did not know. Oh no, I got shot. Oh. Ah, got blown up by his own. Right, this means they're going to be some end of level baddie, presumably. A magical thunder learn. That's not so much a password as a passphrase. They resemble terrorists encountered in our last confrontation with Geldrar. Possible connection. I want to see what's behind that door. Nothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Running away. Why would someone have so many panthers with us roaming around? Whoa, 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 whoa. Good pussycat. I can't. Oh, he's hiding behind a statue of a nudie lady. Oh, no. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. I shot an animal. I mean, Mr. PSB sees me playing Guardian Angel by Codemasters, aka Freddy Hardest in South Manhattan. In that, you have to kick rats to death. He's not going to be a happy bunny. Nope. Why can I only shoot them when they jump? No. 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 Ah, can I shoot down? Oh, for God's sake. Nope. Can I have that? No. I mean, it's a good job they decompose after. I mean, what is this? Is that bloke off of Sky who lives with all those tigers? Is it his house? Oh dear. Right, let's have a little break. That was enjoyable. Let's put the Mega Drive off. So yeah, if you want to come on, it's just message me on that Twitter and I can give you a link to Chrome and we can have a chat. I'm going to have a sip of wine from my Vision mug. It's got a lid thing so you can flip it across so you don't spill it when you knock it over. It has saved me more than once. Oh dear. That was good. That was good. I didn't buy that. Didn't mind that at all. Once I knew how to jump, it wasn't a problem. It was a bit strange before that though. Just checking the old Twitter and to see what's going on there and on the Discord. It's quite a quiet evening actually. I think everyone's out probably on one of those days. Who else we got? Anyone else I can see in? Lee Price is in. Is it animal cruelty? I mean, what was that? I was complaining about one game the other week where he kept on shooting dogs. It's quite a thing at this time, wasn't it? Just shove animals into a game and then beat them to death. You know, it's kind of... it's just one of those things. And there's that game on the GX4000, Dangerous Street on the ST and Amiga as well, where you have a pet panther, but it doesn't do anything. So it just walks alongside you. So you think you've got this, you're beating up all these bad guys. You think, great, I've got a pet panther. And then what happens is you can't set the pet panther on anyone. So, hey hon, pads, no calendars conceivably at the moment. Too difficult. We had the last lot done in somewhere in Germany, printed off nicely there and all UV laminated and all nicely done, and that's kind of off the cards these days. And also sending them about 40% of them, but about 35% went abroad, and that now means all that and all the paperwork you need to do, because people can get stung for VAT at their end rather than me just accounting for it here as before, and it's just going to get it's just too messy. So and sadly I can't see that happening ever again, to be honest. And there's an old Cinevision pen up. Where's my new ones? New ones are down here. The entire stock is down here. That's a box of the new ones. I have many of them. The new gold shiny ones. I can hawk those. People want tat, go to cinevision.com and you get a nice metallic pen. It's good to write with. It's not real gold, so you can't fight off 1980 Cyberman with them. But it's laser etched in there into the gold with the logo. And yeah, I've got lots of them, as you can see. So and there's a few coasters left. You can buy those online or by joining Patreon. You get those in Patreon as well, the pens. And there are a very few, trying to count, I can see two, potentially three travel mugs left. Perhaps might be a few more behind there, but they've pretty much gone now. They didn't put no more Cinevision calendars on the side of bus. It's been a big retro problem. And some retro retailers who don't really want to get involved in the politics, who I've spoken to, have really been tearing their hair out over shipping and stuff, because you don't just make, you from abroad, getting stuff from abroad to here's a pain, and getting stuff from, if you make stuff in the UK and sell it abroad, again, it's a pain. And it's really difficult. So it's, I just about get away with it on the basis that, if I sell a Cinevision mug to someone in France, it'll now be going at a loss, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. It's just like, well, if I don't shop, the mugs don't go, I think I stopped that. I think I did, because they were going out at a loss. I think the remaining ones are UK only. And yeah, it's difficult for people, but what do? You have to get on with it, don't you, really? It's annoying, but we're not here for the real world. We're here for fun and games. And I've got a message here from Mensky. So what I'm going to do is paste Mensky the link. And then I'm going to go into Chrome. And hopefully Mensky will come in. We'll have a little chat with Mensky. Hopefully I've got this set up correctly. Because I've done a test, but there's no guarantee the test is actually going to work, because I'm not a full-time streamer. I have to pull apart my entire setup. Oh, right. Mensky's going to be in. So hopefully he should hear me via... hoping he hears me via the webcam audio, not this microphone, but I hear him on the mixing desk via this fader. He's in the green room. He's in the green room, so we're waiting to see what happens when Mensky comes in. I'm just going to put the fader up, and when Mensky comes in, we'll soon hear. Yeah, so what is it? It's Easter Sunday. I hope everyone had lots of Easter eggs and stuff, and had a really good day. I haven't had an Easter egg. I had Easter eggs yesterday with the in-laws. Mensky, hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Yeah, all right. Having a good Easter.
How many Easter eggs you had?
Myself on eggs.
Describe your eggs.
What's that? Oh, they're like a bird's egg, except made of chocolate. Only Cadbury's Buttons ones, because they were cheap. They were only like £1. So I thought, yeah, I'll have some of those.
I think I saw those ones in the petrol station. I was queuing up in the essay garage. I think I saw there were some Buttons ones and some other ones from Cadbury's that I saw. I managed to resist. But the best thing, when you were a kid, the best thing was Easter Monday in Woolworths, because Woolworths would always be rammed with Easter eggs. And then Easter Monday, they open, they start selling them off at progressively larger discounts. So, yeah, lads, here we go.
At one point, I had a large collection. Every year, my uncle would buy me a Yorkie Easter egg. And I don't know if you remember this, but every year it was a different truck.
Oh,
It was like a cement mixer, or there was a articulated pickup truck, or it was one of those little kind of, oh God, what are they called? The ones with the kind of lifters on the back and all of those. And I For years, I just collected these useless pieces of cardboard that look like trucks and had them on a shelf.
Have they ruined Yorkie, or was it always rubbish, but I used to like it, and now I don't?
You know what? I've started liking the old biscuit and raisin Yorkie now. I never used to like them when I was a kid, but I've grown to love them as I got older. I don't know why.
Taste buds do change, of course. Mine
Yeah.
don't, but... Mrs. Chinny says, you try some new food. No, I don't need to try new things, thank you. I know everything I like and everything I don't like. I'm not going to suddenly start liking salmon fish cakes or something because I don't like fishy fish.
That's not going to happen to me either. But I like the odd biscuit and I like the odd raisin, and all of a sudden I was there going, "Oh, Yorkie! I've never had one of those." They've always been around. They've always been around since my childhood. But I always wanted the straight Yorkie. I didn't want anything with bits in.
Blue tinted left back
says, in a Yorkie, yeah.
Blue tinted left back says you don't get mugs with Cadbury's eggs anymore. You don't, and I've got a Yorkie mug, and I don't know if they still give away mugs with Yorkie eggs.
Oh yeah, you don't get mugs with Easter eggs at all anymore, do you? I can't remember the last time I ever saw a Easter egg with a mug in it.
No, and I really like my Yorkie mug, and yeah, you don't see those anymore. I don't know if it's shipping or cost or what, but
yeah. I mean, I did see I said I bought just a few of these chocolate buttons eggs because they were only £1, and I was there thinking you're probably getting a bit more value for money because there's the amount of chocolate on that egg with the probably little bag of buttons on it is probably equivalent to just a smallish chocolate bar. But then when you kind of go looking in higher shelves where they have bigger eggs, and I'm there thinking it's probably about 2 chocolate bars worth on that egg up there, but for some reason all of a sudden that's like £6. The prices rise really quite steeply and really quite quickly, and you're paying for air because it's not like the chocolate egg is solid, is it?
Well, no. And the cream egg, why isn't that filled with stuff? Why do they sell a Cadbury's cream egg that is full of air?
Oh dear.
That was it. I mean, there was a guy on did used to be on the forum, was it World of Stuart, where the guy did that pimp that snack thing, and he made a giant egg, didn't he? I think I can't remember.
Oh god, yeah. I remember the guy that did the pimp that snack website
because he got in trouble with the pimp that ride people.
Yeah, he used to be a regular on the Ashens forums as well, many moons back. I can't remember his name now, but yeah.
Guy Punk says he saw 2 Mr. Cadbury's Parrot eggs in mugs in a charity shop a few weeks back. Mr. Cadbury's Parrot, there was a failed marketing thing.
Failed marketing thing, but I remember the song.
I remember it. Oh, yeah, Mr. Cadbury's Parrot says hello. The geezer has to get on with his show. But, yeah. Oh, dear. So what games are you playing at the moment?
Not much, really. I've just bought a Switch OLED. Well, I say bought a Switch. I've just upgraded my computer and I had a lot of bits left over, so I went down to CEX and they said you can have this much money for it, and I just went, I'll have that Switch, please. So I've wanted a Switch for a while because Bayonetta 3 comes out next year. So this year. Sorry, this year. So on that Switch, I have Bayonetta 1 and 2, and I'm slowly playing through those. Again, this is probably the 3rd or 4th time I have purchased those games. Well, at least the first one, not the second one, because that only ever came out on the Wii U. But yeah, I've been playing those. I haven't been playing much. I say I haven't been playing much retro game stuff. I have, but I can't tell anybody about it.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, yeah. I am. Yeah, I can't say a thing. All I can say is, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, my YouTube channel's been, on pause for about the last year, and I'm thinking of kind of bringing that back, doing some stuff. But at the end of the day, the honest truth is, I got through about 250 arcade games, and I felt a little bit burnt out after that. So I don't know what I'm going to come back and do afterwards. But as for the other game retro style games, I'm playing a lot of arcade games. It is arcade games, but I can't possibly elaborate any further, I'm afraid. But apart from that, I am playing WWE games and creating UK television personalities in them. So we oh wow! As well as that, Ryo Gazuki, who's in the chat, he created Noel Edmonds in it, and I downloaded his as Noel Edmonds, and he's also made a couple of others. And I have made Matthew Kelly, Bruce Forsyth, and a very, very nasty person that is worth beating up, who will go nameless.
Rod Hull and Emu should have Rod Hull and Emu on there.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
If you could have like a great big old emu puppet you could just stick on their arm. Sadly, I don't think that's quite possible.
I suddenly realised who you're referring to because he was a wrestler. Of course he was. Yes. And you could do all the British, because I always say to Kim Justice, do the British stuff. We want Les Kellett.
I've actually got some of those because on that game, all of the created characters can be uploaded onto their servers and downloaded by other people. There is Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, Kendo Nagasaki, Mick McManus. You can have all of them. They're all there. They're all there, and you can also kind of put a custom picture of them up for the matchup screen and everything, so it all kind of looks really quite official, even though it's not. I'm surprised they get away with it, copyright wise, but they just let people upload things, and unless somebody puts in a complaint, it's never taken down. So
who's gonna have the image rights to Les Kellett or someone? That's gonna Mick McManus, all those people who really. Kendo Nagasaki's still around, isn't he? Or did he die?
Is.
No, yeah, he's still around. So some of them are still around. But yeah, so I guess the image rights of those kind of thing, the Crabtree family and so on. I mean, someone owns all that stuff, but whether they pursue it is another thing.
Yeah.
But, what game would you like me to play next? If I get my Mega Drive on, I can...
Oh, I don't know. You're incredibly slow, Mega Drive. Sorry. 60 hertz Master Race. I don't know. There's so many. I don't know what set of ROMs that you've got on that machine, but
neither do I. I've just got a set.
Yeah. Have you tried some of the unlicensed stuff that all these weird Chinese bootleg games that came out?
I don't know.
I've actually got a directory. I've just got a directory full of those, and some of them are just weird. They're quite cheap, and like those. Oh, a lot of them are like those really terrible games that you get. Plug in a composite lead in the back, and it's just like this. A lot of the games are like that, but they're absolutely terrible. But I spent a good time during one stream that I did many moons ago, probably on Twitch, where I went through all of those. And there was one called Funny Boy or something like that. They all had really weird names like that,
I think I've got a cartridge I bought from AliExpress that it's like 1,001 games on one cartridge, and it's a mix of...
It's usually about 20, but they're all renamed different things.
There's a few official games in there, and then it's a load of really weird stuff, including one Bible game that I seem to recall being on there where you had to be
That was
Moses.
An official release, I think.
Blimey.
It was something that you could get in mail order in the States or something, but there was an actual Bible game. I'm pretty sure there was. I think there was a version on the NES as well.
Big market.
Yeah, I guess so.
So throw me a game, throw me a letter, a game, anything.
Okay, I would like to see you play Revenge of Shinobi.
Revenge of Shinobi. Okay, let me press the right button. And here we go down here. Revenge of Shinobi. It's that one. Start. Do not turn off the system. Do not turn off the system. Well, Mensky, thank you for joining me. And thanks for being on here. And yeah, thanks for all the stuff you do online. And we're going to speak to you on the podcast soon when I get around to doing that as well.
Course, yeah.
I've still got 2 recorded before Christmas. They haven't gone out yet. And I'm nowhere near editing the latest one. But it is an occasional thing. So, you know, that's it really, isn't it? But thanks for joining me. Hope you have a good Easter. And I'll see you in the chat in a second. Cheers.
Cheerio, fella.
Cheers. So that was Mensky. And thanks for him to coming in. And... if you want to come in, I can just message me on, we'll do one in a couple of games' time on Twitter, and I will send you the link. And we just need Chrome, and that's it basically. So this is Shinobi in the year 19XX. The crime syndicate Zed was reduced to rubble by the powers of stealth possessed by the Shinobi Master Joe Boos. Oh, okay, I didn't see all of that. Hi to Jonathan Holt, who's just come in. Hi to Jono and anyone else come in. I assume when people are on Twitch, you actually get a whole list of who's actually in, whereas on here I can only look at the chat. So, yeah, we're all good. Let's play Shinobi and see how bad I am at Shinobi, because I'm not good. Let's go over to that button only. Give you a bit more level on the desk. Right. Oh. Press start. Right. Start. I mean, I'm going to say this. No Mega Drive games are my speciality. I only got a Mega Drive in 2002. And that was accidental. It came with a... It came with a Master System I bought. The people who bought it didn't really know what they were selling me. Oh. Looks like Brian Blessed in Doctor Who. Oh. Do I have any other moves? Yeah, I have that one. Yeah, that's better. So, C is jump, B is shooty shooty, A is by the power of Grayskull. What's going on here? Ah. I'm continually looking at the wrong monitor still. Oh, I've got shooty power-ups. Watch out for the bats. Ah. I've never even played the home versions of this. Another dog, cat. I'm assuming the UK home versions are Tiertex US Gold. Which might explain why I've never played it, because I've never even got around to eSWAT either. Because you just saw the reviews and went, yeah, no thanks. Oh, I've lost my power up. Exit, exit, exit. No, 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 no. What are people saying? Oh, I've done by the power of Grayskull accidentally while I'm trying to read the comments. The only Mega Drive I own is the AT Games handheld one. I've never played this without the infinite shuriken cheat on. Yeah, don't expect me to get very far in games this evening. What was I shouting? Oh, it was a guardian angel. I was shouting at Mrs. Chinnican to see what was wrong. I was getting annoyed with being continually crashed into by the forklift truck in Guardian Angel, aka Freddy Hardest in South Manhattan, because the only way to destroy the forklift truck is to be underneath the crane, because it runs into the crane. But the problem is that it spawns when you're nowhere near a crane, so it just runs into you and kills you because dynamic. Oh, hi to Andy Magic Knight, who is posted message retracted, so I don't know what he said. There are no moderators. The only restriction on the chat is Oh, how do I get up there? Oh! Ah, right. People can only post once every 20 seconds because I don't want to be flooded, because we had that happen once. So I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, and I've got these... What are you doing down there? No, I don't think that's a good idea to go underneath there. Oh! I'm blessed again. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, go that way. So this building with all the blooming lifts in it is the... Oh, no, I've been horribly crushed. Virgin Mastertronic, yes, Mensky, that would be it. It was, and it got a re-release. I remember seeing the re-release. Yellow packaging, wasn't it, I think? One of the very late Mastertronic releases. Right, how does this work then? Ah! Come up. Yay! So, what is up here? Aha. Can I go down? There. Right. No, 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 don't shoot me in the feet. Oh. So I'm not talking to you lot. The problem is, I want to be talking to you guys, not concentrating on the game. Let's pause a second. What we got in the comment, yes, the original Shinobi was licensed to Virgin Mastertronic, yes. Tox would have been hard at work on some US gold trash or other. I've always thought Chinny should have been Ninja in a Chuck Norris film. This feels right. Spent half my Amiga life on X copy. Is Lee Price. This is the Chinny Vision Bank Holiday stream, and welcome to you all. And I hope you're all having a good weekend. I'm just going to bend down here and just get a drink. But that's quite. I'm going to pop off another game now. If I can, I just need to turn the thing off. Sales curve. That sounds about right. But it's yellow, isn't it, Steve? I think it's in the kind of beige yellow. I remember seeing it everywhere and just going, nope. Every time I saw it, I'll have something else, thank you. Yeah, let me just have a look what else we got on here. Oh. I need to flick you over. I want to play something I can actually manage. Am I looking at the right games here? Oh, these... Oh, I'm in the Master System Directory. Right. 2 seconds while I recover this. I can't turn it off. I must not turn it off. I was looking for a game and I was in the Master System Directory. And that's why it all went horribly, horribly wrong. Let's make sure nothing's happening on the old Twitter. We have Geigerpunk. Might be along in a minute. So let me just send Geigerpunk a link by pressing Control and V when my keyboard wakes up. Let's just turn that off and see where Geigerpunk is. And if Geigerpunk comes in, because he's on Chrome, and if you've got Chrome, you can come in. I think it also works with Edge. But let me also just do a Genie Vision Live now on Twitter. What difference it makes. I mean, it's not There you go, that's that done. Because people always say, I mean, I'm not very good at advertising these things in advance anyway, but it's one of those things. Let me check Discord and let me check. Chrome Geigerpunk is in, so I've put the fader up. Hello, Geigerpunk.
Hello, you.
Ah, right, let me get a level on you. Good to speak to you again.
Yes, it's been, weeks, hasn't it?
Weeks, I know. We were on that podcast
Literally
talking about,
weeks.
and then covering all the same games as well.
Yes. I wonder if anyone else has noticed, seems to be a lot of the same games showing up now. Wonder why.
And how's your Easter?
Well, no eggs and plenty of kidney stones. So I've been trying to rest up. But you know me, I'm rubbish at resting up and I keep doing chores all the bloody time.
So if anyone doesn't know, Geigerpunk's got his own YouTube channel. Mensky has one as well. I'm very bad at asking people to promote their stuff. So Mensky is 1 credit champion, I think. And you are Rob's Retro Rambles. Tell everyone about the channel.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Tell everyone what you do.
I play games much like Ginny. Only, unlike Ginny, I just point a camera at the screen and go, that'll do. Instead of obsessing about having to get crystal clear, perfect rendition, I go with, this is what it looked like to your eyes on a CRT screen.
Did you? I mean, there was Human Killing Machine, which was done on this rubbish webcam because I couldn't get it to capture on the PC. So there was me. I was hunched over this desk in the dark with this webcam, which is rubbish, and you can't. Well, at the time, you couldn't configure properly on the Mac because of M1 stuff. I now can, and I was just kind of like trying to. And the desk is moving, and oh yeah, that was fun. Oh, you there? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you went all of a sudden. So you pointed at CRTs and stuff.
Yes. Well, there is a flat screen as well, but there's a small CRT and a big CRT. So why? What's all these hand signals on the screen?
Well, you're behind there, of course. So
Oh, right.
we're talking live on no delay. But actually, if I say I'm going to wave my hand in front of the screen now, then that's the amount of delay you've got on the screen. I imagine it's quite considerable because this ain't Twitch with its ultra low latency.
10, 11 seconds, 12
It's
seconds,
counting now.
13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds, 16. It's still good. Yay! About 17 or 18 seconds
So
then.
there you go, chat people. You're 18 seconds behind, but behind us. So what games have you covered this week on the channel? I know, but I'm asking you.
Oh God, there's a question, isn't it? Oh no, I did Quick Snacks, didn't I?
Yes.
Quick Snacks was on Friday.
You're not Quick Snacks, but yeah.
You have opinions.
I have
yes.
strong opinions.
And Egbert. So oddly, in Easter, by sheer coincidence, without me meaning to at all, both games have been egg related. How'd that happen?
Yeah, the C64 Quick Snacks is a thing that exists, and it certainly isn't a game that Amstrad, Spectrum, Amiga, ST, and PC owners have come to love over the years.
But as we've discussed previously, but other people haven't heard yet, it's not a bad game in its own right. It's like Action Biker Clumsy Colin on the Spectrum and on the 64. 2 completely different games, but I liked both of them, although that is a bit wrong in the Spectrum case. So
it's both versions. Yeah, but it's both. We've got 2 versions of Clumsy Colin, I suppose, because you've got the Atari and the C64 with the isometric view, and then you've got the bizarre Spectrum version. But with Quick Snacks, it's the C64 that's wrong because everyone else has the Pengo game. And
there's enough versions of Pengo out there already.
It's really, I love Quick. I bought it on the Amstrad, loved it, completed it, and then when I had my Amiga 1200 and I saw it in the shops, I bought it again for $7.99 because I thought it's a cracking game. I'm going to play it all again on the Amiga and complete it, and I did.
See, maybe that's the thing. I never played it back in the day, so I don't have the rose-tinted love for it. I just go, yeah, it's okay, but it's not really for me. But I can see if it was a game that you played a lot back in the day, and you go, this isn't that game, then yeah, all right, fair enough.
I have scientifically tested this more than once. Mm-hmm. If we have young visitors to the house, and I set them up with the computer, I have on 2 occasions set up different children independently with Quick Snacks on the CPC, and they love it.
Because of course, children are great arbiters of taste.
But that's it. They're kind of 8, 9, 10-year-olds. You set them up with it, and a lot of games they kind of go, nah. But it was Quick Snacks and Rampage were the ones that really grabbed them as games. I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I can see Rampage because they're just enjoying smashing things up, and they're not going to be playing it for long enough to get bored.
If there weren't child protection issues, I would just have a YouTube channel where children react to old games. Someone like a fortune with. Why am I telling this stuff publicly? Children react to old games.
Yeah,
and you sit them down and you see if they want to play it, or if they don't. If we were professionals, we'd be working out ways to do them. I'm sure someone's scribbling this down at the moment,
we have
going,
to go out with a big van, and catch lots of children. No, hang on.
No, we don't do that. But I mean, I do like to test stuff out. If there is a young audience.
You have a big bus filled with lots of old gaming equipment, and you drive around outside schools. No, hang on, no.
Yeah, no. But and then I just find that reaction interesting because they've got no kind of preconceptions. They're probably looking at the graphics, going, "This is really," and I make them load it from cassette. I get the 464. This is what we used to have games like. And actually, it's nothing compared to loading in something like GTA on your PlayStation by the time you sat through the loading sequence. But Wago says, I feel like Chinny kidnapped children to indoctrinate them with love CPC 464, then released in the middle of Dartmoor once the conditioning is complete. I have just returned from Dartmoor. I was on Dartmoor until 6 o'clock yesterday, enjoying myself and wishing I was still...
And the bodies haven't been found yet.
The bodies haven't been found. And we had to come back because Mrs. Chinny had stuff to do on Saturday night. Yeah, it's Sunday now, isn't it? So we came back. Yes, she had stuff to do this morning. But
I'm at a loss.
I'm at a loss. I would have happily stayed there for a couple more days, but it was just a flying visit, and I ate my cheese and onion pasty from Farmer Luxton's at Oakhampton this evening, which was very nice but slightly greasy. They can't do the bottom of their pastry properly. Everything I ever get from there is delicious, but they always have soggy bottoms.
Yeah, the soggy bottom.
I don't know what they do. It's always still raw pastry at the bottom. But their meat is fantastic, and they're hot sauce. If you ever go...
I'm reminded of Frank Hovis from Absolutely saying about foreign food with the grease. It was the grease.
It was
the grease. There just wasn't enough of it.
You should... Yeah, I've just looked at the comments. Yeah, you should play other versions of Quick Snack. Play the Amstrad version. It's lovely. The Amiga... I prefer the Amstrad version because I think the play area is slightly larger than you get on the 16 bits. 16 bits have a slightly more zoomed in view with a larger Dizzy. Spectrum and Amstrad, and I would go for the Amstrad, a more zoomed out, and you get a larger play area. And it's really nice. I really, really like it. And it's one of those games I reviewed it years ago. And I often think, why did I review that game at the start?
Yes, I've been thinking that of going back to some of my earlier ones when I was doing emulated stuff. I know, try not to spit. And there was something I was thinking the other day. Rana Rama. Houston mentioned Rana Rama recently, and I went, oh, I've not played that. Didn't looked at my channel. 8 years. So I was thinking of having a look at the Amstrad version because I'm a bit stumped as to what Amstrad games to play. So I thought maybe if I go back to some of my earlier games and look at some of the Amstrad versions instead. But have you got any other suggestions? Don't say Sorcery.
Not Sorcery, Sorcery Plus. That's the improved Amstrad version. Obviously, there's all the obvious stuff like Chase HQ and so on, which you've never played a decent version of, obviously being a C64 owner. And so I've got to get the C64. My mate, who I went to school with, the C64 owner, is back in contact with me. After a few years, he suddenly got his email out of the blue going, hello, Ginny, it's me. It's like, it's the C64 owner. And I sat next to him at my first day at school when I was 4. Surnames alphabetically, one after the other. In secondary school, we sat next to each other as well. Again, surnames one after the other. And yeah, he's back in contact, so he will probably want to play some stuff. Whether I admit I have a YouTube channel or not, I don't know. Houston stuff's all pretty much same on the Spectrum as it is on the Amstrad. They don't really do particularly good stuff. I would try, if you're looking at stuff on the Amstrad, you want something a bit different, just those games that didn't actually come out on the C64, those later games,
Right.
especially Prehistoric 2, Super Cauldron, and stuff like that, just to see what was going on, what was in France with this machine is still viable, so we're going to make games for it. So you get this weird situation where you've got Amiga ST, PC, and Amstrad, and no 64 or Spectrum.
Oh, I've just been I was thinking Prehistoric. I was mixing up on my head Prehistoric and Cave Mania. Completely different.
Completely different games.
Yeah.
Nice little Atlantis game, but all those Atlantis games seem to use the same engine when you realise. I think I realised when I covered it, they were all kind of the same. Right, Mensky says Rhino Armour, or as many ST owners will know, my first ST game.
Oh, I might have to dig out the ST. Although my ST is very, very ill. I think I might just need to buy a new ST. I say another ST, because the power supply on it is really, really iffy. But I do need to do some more Atari ST stuff. So I didn't know Rhino Armour was on the ST.
Zio Ferrif says play Feud's really good. Feud's really good on the CPC and MSX. The MSX version is like a 128K Spectrum version that you don't actually get on the Spectrum, because it's got the Amstrad AY music with the Spectrum graphics.
And of course, I've only ever played the completely broken C64 version, which completely put me off the game.
It's not as bad as the Atari XL and XE version. That one
I shall avoid that then.
It's the C64 version, but with all the bugs, and according to the Pickfords, ported in. They call it a weekender. So they freelance.
I do need to do some more Atari 8-bit stuff, because I got a few more cartridges a while ago. So I need to do some Atari. I need to do some Atari stuff. I need to do some Amstrad stuff. I need to do some ST stuff. I need to do more Mega Drive. There comes a point when you've got too many systems to choose from. I know it's first world problems and all that, isn't it? But sometimes when it was just me playing on the Commodore 64, things were so much easier.
There's always two. I mean, so the logistics of these things, as you know. I might do that game, and you start doing that game, and you realise it's a terrible idea because you can't play it properly or whatever. Operation Wolf, twice now I've tried it, and just given up. And Commando was one. I started it and left it about a year between stopping and picking up again for some reason. And when I picked it up again, it was like, this is fine. Why did I have a problem with it? I must have had a mental block at the time. But an Elevator Action was one I started and went,
Oh, I do like some Elevator Action.
I like it. And I thought,
but
I just kind of got this block on it. And sometimes if a version doesn't work as well, that can be you kind of
or in the case of when I did Elevator Action on the Atari 8-bit, it turns out to be a completely different game entirely.
Yes.
And it was some strange rogue-like thing. And it was like, what the hell? Why is this labelled Elevator Action? Oh, well, I'm playing it now. Well.
I'm maylining water and wine.
Oh, me too. I'm on just pure water without any wine. Damn my kidneys.
Otherwise, I'd be kind of drunk, basically, on the stream. Looking at other questions, Mansky says, STFM Explorer Pat owners stand up and be counted. That kind of, that whole massive bundle of games really didn't do the ST any good, because I heard an interview with some developers. I can't remember which software house it was. And they said after it came out, they were selling STs, but people weren't going out and buying games. It really didn't help the ST in the long term, because people go, well, I've got all these games, and I'm not going to... It's not like Amstrad going, here's a load of games, they're rubbish, and you're going to have to go out and buy some with their £100 software pack. It genuinely was, here's some half-decent games, and they're going to keep you amused for a long time. No good for the machine.
Yeah, whereas when I had my Commodore 64, I had one game with it, which was Depth Charge, and I played that to bits, and that was that.
Typhoon says Purple Saturn. They never played it. Get Dexter.
That was Purple Saturn Day. That's another very, very French one. There's a whole series of ones like that, weren't there? That were slightly rude as well. But the sort of ones that you go, I need to put time into this. It's like why I've never done Doom Dark's Revenge or Lords of Midnight on the Specky, because I never played them back in the day, and I'd have to learn how to play them now. And just think, no one wants to have half an hour of me going, what does this do? What does that button do? What am I doing? I don't know. So,
And there was Bat as well, which was another multi-disc game, which was like an adventure one, which was a big one. Strange old market, France, in the amount of stuff that kind of came out there. A lot of stuff never came out over Iron Lord. I think Iron Lord did come out over here eventually.
That one looked very pretty, I believe. But I don't know what the gameplay was like.
They love. I mean, if you go on CPC Power and you start looking at some of these software houses and like Sales and companies like that, and you find all these kind of graphic adventure games that they were publishing that never, presumably too much hassle to translate it all. They didn't think the market was there or what have you, because I presumably you need someone in the UK to go, yeah, we're going to distribute that or pick it up or something.
Yeah, I have noticed, well, now that I have a CPC, thank you very much, that looking for sites to download stuff to play, now I've got a device for it. Most of them are all in French, aren't they? I know Chrome does its thing of automatically translating, and I do have A-level French to fall back on, but that's like 30-odd years ago now. And I'm looking at this stuff going, yeah, it's all very French.
CPC Power is the place to go because it's got a drop-down menu there. You can select by publisher, year, game. The search, I mean, got a genuine...
I think I was getting it from cpcrules.france or something like that.
Now, CPC Power is a French site, but they've got a fantastic searchability on there. Because what I tend to go is if I'm looking at new games to do, I'll go, what publisher haven't I done recently? And I drop down there and start using that as a basis of going, right, if I'm going to do a game that's available on the Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore, Amiga ST, it's going to be available on the Amstrad, so I'll go down here and I'll start looking what year, what publisher. You can even go down to genre and stuff like that, but it's really good. And it works. Like a lot of these sites don't actually work.
Righto. Oh, and it looks like they've got piles of compilations as well. How curious.
Oh, they've got loads, and they'll have the correct cracks. They'll have multiple cracks, different versions, different trainers, cassette images, cartridge images, and loads of descriptions. But all that stuff will be in French, but I get by with schoolboy French on there. You don't need it. The only irritating thing with it is you have to enter a code in to stop people scraping the site. Every time you download, it gives you a code and you have to type. It's only 3 letters. The irritating thing is Chrome or Safari goes, you've used this form before.
Do you want to autofill?
Yeah, I've auto-filled it for you. No, don't do that. Too late. Yeah.
Artificial intelligence beats real stupidity every time.
Yes. So, what you got coming up on the channel?
What have I got coming up on the channel? What have I got? Let me have a look. I have a few classic Firebird titles from back in the days when they had those silvery covers. And that's about it. I really need to get on and play some more stuff. So like I said, it's a case of, everything's there and wired up and ready to go. It's just a case of me getting my bum into gear and going, what am I actually going to play? So, and also when my back's feeling okay for sitting hunched over for an evening, but I'm going to try and just pick some stuff at random tomorrow night, I think. So, I hope you get some good stuff and your back's feeling a bit better. Thank you for joining me. Do you have any games that I should be playing on the Mega Drive if I turn the Mega Drive on? I thought maybe Growl could be a bit of a laugh.
Growl, okay, let me just find Growl, and that's going to be...
Because we've had some platformers, and we've had some shooters, and we've had some sideways scrollers, but I guess it's a sideways scroller again, but...
Let me go, fine, that's Growl. Growl. We've got 2 cartridges there. Let's try that one. So, thanks, Geigerpunk, for joining me this evening.
No problem.
Do check out Rob's Retro Rambles on YouTube. And yes, and we're going to be on a podcast together soon. Not my one, someone else's, but
and not mine either.
Not yours either. So we've got to talk about that very soon. Thanks, Rob. Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Bye.
See ya.
And I seamlessly put the other fader up. And there we go. Right. Growl by... Oh, let me go full screen there. Another game I've never played. And I'm going to be very bad at. Oh, Jen Byrne Khan! Jack. Well, let's go for Khan. Oh. That's the most balanced one, isn't it? We go with him. In the early part of the 20th century, a group of evil poachers recklessly hunted animals nearby to the point of extinction. We've got to defeat the evil poachers. You won't get away with this. Hello? Oh, no. That's a cutscene. Did I pick that up? Well, no. Did I pick it up? I want that. I want that. I want the sword. I think I've got the sword now. Oh. Try to just run away. Yeah, that doesn't work. Ah, why do I have to drop the sword when I die? Also... It wouldn't let me go that way. You will now. I mean, I look like Indiana Jones, but in very tight trousers. Very tight trousers. I mean, look at that. Let's just... Oh! No, no, come back. What? Stop walking, stop walking, stop walking, stop walking! Why did it do it? So it's an anti-animal cruelty. I could have had a gun, but the game forced me to walk. Bad man, stop that. Oh, I've accidentally... Can I... I want that. Can I have that? I can't... It's done it again. It's scrolled up and wouldn't let me go down. Hey, it's not Indiana Jones, honest. Oh, he's got a gun. I tried to go in, then it wouldn't let me. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, this is better... Oh! That's unfortunate, isn't it? Where am I going now? No! That's unfair, she wasn't on the screen. Looks like Doodah, that actress. Oh, there might be a train. Mr. PSB is in. He's probably off playing Elite on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, Nicky and Bunty are live at the moment. They are watching old episodes of Indoor League, and Rose Tinted Spectrum, I suspect, is still playing Monty Mole games for charity. I think the charity is Mind. So if that's your bag, go and watch them because it's probably more interesting than this. Oh, more people. They've got hats like the Rubettes. Oh, train! Got distracted by the train. Well, at least this is a decent weapon. Can I go up? You can only whip left or right, presumably because they can't draw it going down or even diagonally. You can't whip diagonally either by the looks. No, you can't. Oh no, it's going to be the travelling Wilburys are coming up the train. Hang on, I was reading the comments. What's happening? GIFs aren't GIFs. I don't know what the crate. No, they're GIF. Well, I used to call... Well, until I met someone who told me they were GIF. I think I used to call them GIF, but... now, didn't your Sinclair have a cover that got them in trouble that said whip it? Was that the page 3 one? Oh, hang on. Oh, oh, oh. Where's my whip? What's he doing? He's... I mean, I don't know what he's doing with that bird. I'd also point out to these ladies fighting that miniskirts aren't the best thing for doing kind of high kick fighting in. And high heels. Where did the Birdman go? Ninjas? Are they ninjas? Alright, what do I do? Whip that? Apple! Apple! Oh, I've got energy. Oh! Why has he got a truck? And he's got a bird! Why has he got a bird? Why has he got a bird? Why is the bird attacking him? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is the bird on my side? Take it. Go. There was an explosion. There's been a gas leak or something. Oh, yeah. It's got a bit dodgy. Oh. Oh, I've got other moves. Is that me creating those explosions, or is it him? Oh, I've got no whip now, because the whip disappears if you drop it. Oh. Where's the bird gone? Birdie! Birdie! Oh, he's running around like, Oliver Reed on Aspel. Reference for the teenagers. Oh, he had birds trapped in the railway carriage. Oh. Oh, now on top of a train like in Dragon Ninja. Which way do I go? You're going to get it, sucker. Pity the fool. I mean, this seems like a lot of people on top of the train. Ah. That's more... Oh, right, she's dropped a kind of syringe. Oh. I thought that was a power-up. Oh. Look, I mean, I'm going to have to risk assess this, and I'm telling you, fighting on top of a train in high heels and a miniskirt. What? Yeah, continue. I need to see how mad this game gets. I mean, this is nuts. Is that a power-up? Can I get that? I want that. The birds have gone. Destroy the aviaries and set the birds free. I mean, it's not really an aviary, is it? It's more of a... Oh, I've got to... Got a gun. Ha ha ha. Oh, I think I'd rather have the whip. No, I don't want the sword. The sword's rubbish. Choo-choo train. We drive it. Oh! Got ammo. Why has he got a trombone? Why has that one got a trombone? Oh, he's got a whip. Ah. Ha. Right. That teacher. Try setting speed to 1.25 to sync to live. Is there a problem, Wagyu? Is it not syncing properly, or I don't know? I'm no good on these things. I'd hoped it was all okay. Or is someone behind? So I need a whole team of people to look after stuff when I'm doing these things, like the big channels have. Here's tonight's moderators are Barry and Cheryl. Oh, what they got? I mean, there seems to be a lot of animal cruelty around here. It's kind of a bit like the dolphinarium at Windsor Safari Park in the 80s. You know, well, they did get trouble, didn't they? They did get in trouble. I don't think they're actually cruel. I think it was just too small. Still, I got to stroke a snake there. Not many kids can say they go to Legoland and got to stroke a snake. Oh, so I've got... Right, I need to... Where's my whip? Where's my whip? Where's my whip? I want my whip. Want my whip. Get out the way. Oh, it's gone now. I want that. It's mine. I want that. Yeah. Oh. It exploded. Yeah. Right. Again. I mean, how has she managed to do that? Oh. I'm tiring of this now. Come on. Look. There we go. I mean, not just some pecs. I mean, look how tight the trousers are. None of these people are suitably attired. She's back again. Oh, there's more. This screen seems to be going on forever. And it can't go up. It's jailbreak on the 8-bits all over again. We can only go left and right, and there's no diagonals, and there's no up and down. Can I go now? Oh, we go that way, right. What are they? So when you said I'm going that way... Oh, what? They use all the memory on level 1, so level 2 is really small. What's the colour coding on the 1970s Top of the Pops audience members? Oh, we're going to scroll another 100 pixels or so up, and then more baddies will come. Oh no, a little bit further. A game that scrolls diagonally where you can't attack diagonally. Right. I've had enough of that now. I'm going to press the off button. And have a drink. Yeah, imagine what this would be like crossed with Dynamite Ducks. Indeed. Indeed. So, anyone else want to come into the chat? There's no one waiting at the moment, but just message me on Twitter or give me a DM on the old Discord. And I can't see if anyone's done that on there or not. I cannot see. No. So let me get a drink and we'll see what's in the chat. Bottom reference Klaxon. He's back in his hefty pecs. Exploding carrot. Poor Bambi. And yes, that went on a little bit longer than I expected. I mean, it's an interesting game. And thanks to Geigerpunk for suggesting it. Not one I'd seen before. I thought it was going to be quite dull. But it was, yeah, apart from the lack of diagonals and up and down, not bad at all, really. Let me see if I can find something of interest while everyone's on there. It's going down. What am I looking for? Oh no. I wanted to play Sensible Soccer, but Sensible Soccer is not on this ROM set for some bizarre reason. We go from Sega Channel, Separation Anxiety, Sesame Street, Counting Cafe, and Shadow Blast. No Sensible. It's a bit weird. I am in the... Oh. Mega Drive ROM? Yeah, no. What's something on the Master System? Let's try what we got on the Master System. Have a look on here. I've never played Sensible Soccer on the Master System. It's time to have a look. Let's see what this is like. I've got genuinely no idea. I tried to buy cartridges of it because I was going to do a video at one stage and I couldn't get any. Is my retro tink wobbling around a bit slightly on the Master System there? Where's my controller gone? We need to tweak the system settings a bit. Where are we? Usually... No, not going to be that. Is that it? Yeah, sorry, it's usually LLPLL gain that you need to adjust, especially on the CPC and ST. At ST, I tend to find I need to increase the SOG threshold downwards. Well, this is going to be interesting. Why is the audio so low? Well, let's see what lays in store, because I've got no idea. Options, 3-minute game, looks familiar. All looks familiar, looks very... An 8-bit version of Sensible Soccer. I wouldn't have thought it to be a thing. Choose teams. We're all squeezed up onto this screen for the team. What teams have we got? So it's a limited selection of teams from all over Europe. Aston. What big British team or English teams we got? No Liverpool. Manchester. We have Manchester. I will be Manchester and we'll play against Minsk. Hello, I'd like to exit this menu. Possibly. I've selected my 2 teams. Why can I not exit this menu? There we go. Play match. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, well, right. That's a bit blocky. What lays in store? Oh, it's scrolling. Well. Never seen this before. So I'm going to be red. Oh. It feels like Sensi. Oh. Oh no. Oh. I'm gonna... Oh. Did I have any control over my keeper there? I'm not sure I did. Because I pressed right, which was wrong, but... Now, do my buttons do different things, is the question. It's a Master System game. Oh, I failed someone again. Well, I was expecting some kind of flickering or sprite problems or something. This is actually shifting around okay. Oh. Yeah! Oh! Almost put together a move there. Ah, now they're going to score, aren't they, or something? To be honest, in Sensi, I usually play a 3-5-2 as he gets all his excuses in early. Oh. Oh! Oh, no, he saved it. No replays or anything. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be. Well, I failed someone again. Right, I'll kick it hard. No, I thought that I pressed backwards or forwards. It would be a long kick, but that doesn't work apparently. Why do I keep hard tackling everyone? Does the other fire button do something else? No, the other fire button does nothing. As evidenced by me pressing C there. Lee Price says goal was better on the Amiga. I'm just going to stop doing anything there. Well, we think about what Lee has just said. I mean, goals. I am solid Sensi. And I took a little one when my mate got it. My C64 owning mate who got his ST and then his Amiga. He got it, and I went. And then after we played it a few times, I basically thought to myself, I want this game. This is the best thing ever. And it was. And it still is. And it's still great. Oh! It's still great. This isn't... You know what? I thought this was going to be embarrassing. I thought it was going to be like the 8-bit versions of Kickoff, i.e. even worse than Kickoff. But this is... Actually, I'm impressed. I am quite impressed indeed. So does the other... Oh, right. Okay, C does do something. It gives you a longer kick. Ah, right. Okay. B is short pass and tackle. And C is long. Right, can I score from here? Oh, I can't. But I nearly did. Oh, no. Off the bar. Oh, getting some. Right, okay, the goalkeeper also kicks with the C button. Right. Oh, he saved it. I'm liking this. I really am liking this. Yes! Woo! Right, can I pull this back to a draw? Oh! Come on. Yes! Whoa! Woo! I mean, I'm getting the sense the opposition are rubbish, but... Oh! Come on, can I win this? I can win this. I can win this. No, no, no. Kick the ball away. Get the ball up their end. No, the other team's got the ball now. Yellow card. Referee. Referee. No. Where was the defenders? Well, that was a creditable draw. That was, I like that. That was good. Yeah, it feels loop back gaming. It feels like Sensi. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. I genuinely wasn't expecting it to feel like sensible soccer there. Some kind of cut down versions like the 8-bit version to kick off. That was demonstrably felt like sensible soccer to me in a 2-player game. You can have a lot of fun there. Oh dear, some water there. That was that. Well, I enjoyed that. It's very impressive. Very impressive indeed. You need to, yeah, I mean, Mensky says, I never tune my brain to play Sensi well, but I'm now going back. I can't even play kick-off goal properly either. When I come back to Sensi, it always takes me a little while to adjust back to it. It really is. You've got to get in the zone with it if you're coming back to it. It's embarrassing. Sometimes you can pick up a game from years ago and go, oh, yes, I can still play this. Sensi could just be, it's like, why can't I score? Why can't I score? Why are none of these moves coming together? And there's something, it just kind of clicks, and then right, now I can put moves together. Also, the is it the Mega Drive version has slightly different handling. Doesn't the ball stick to your feet more from memory on that version? I think it might do. But yeah. Jono says, I used to go to a small computer shop called Micro in the 90s, but people working in the shop would not play anything apart from Kickoff 2 on the Amiga, hence my hatred for football games. I don't like Kickoff. I've never... Again, my mate had it on his ST. Same guy. He used to insist on playing it. I never liked it. I never liked Kickoff. But Sensi, once he played it a bit, I suddenly went, this is God level. This is just brilliant. I've got to have it. And yeah, that was the difference. I mean, I've never got on with Kickoff. And I think I featured it roughly in a football roundup thing I did, football game roundup, but I'd never review it individually because it's just not worth it, because you'd just be pulled apart. And because I've got such a preconception about it, and that I just don't like it no matter how much I play it, that I just can't. Sensi are doing a shot, but I just think it's one of those games like Rainbow Islands where, having blown so many good games early on, I'm like, I need to keep some stuff back. I need to, if one day I'll do it, but it's like, yeah, if I do that, I can't do it again. And that's the kind of problem, really. Let me go and check on the old Twitters and anything else that's going on. Anyone else who wants to come on the chat, you need a copy of Chrome. And yeah, I can let you on and we can have a chat on the stream. Just message me on Twitter or just notify me and I'll let you into the DMs, or just on the Discord as well. And I can't do it on email because I don't have access to my email. My Chinny Vision email at the moment, so sorry about that. But message me on Twitter and you can come in and have a chat. And we'll play some more Mega Drive games in a minute and then wrap up, perhaps, see how we go, see how everyone feels. The MD Sensei has the ball stick to your feet and lowest difficulty on hardware. It's more like the Amiga. Yeah, that's it. By default, you're playing it. You think, I'm really good at sensible soccer without any practice. Oh, it sticks to my feet. Where, of course, on the Amiga, it's just default that it kind of doesn't stick to your feet. Ragu says, I've never got over Kickoff 2. My mate had it. Some people really love it. Some people really, really love it. But I did play Goal on the PC. Because I bought Sensible Soccer again on budget, I think, for the PC. And I picked up a copy of Goal cheap that I did play. But I never liked it as much as Sensi. That was the thing. Matt says, greetings from the USA. Greetings from the UK, Matt. I don't know what time it is with you at the moment. It must be probably afternoon, I guess, Easter afternoon. Ragu says he didn't mind Great Courts. I've not played that. Kickoff 2 had terrible expansion discs. Final Whistle had offside option. Unfortunately, it meant penalties were also always disallowed. Oh dear. Hello to Super Nintendo. Hope all are well. Eaton Walls Simulator, new from Codemasters. Brilliant, fantastic. David Darling. Oh, those isometric. Oh, FIFA on the Amiga and all that stuff. Oh, FIFA. Now, I had a PS2 and a PS1 and a Xbox 360, and of course I had FIFA on all those and played it. I played it quite a lot, but it's so... There's something about it where it feels like the game is playing itself. In Sensible Soccer, you always feel like you're at the centre of it and you're playing the game. There's just this thing with FIFA where it all seems to happen. It's not like you're not quite in control. I can't put my finger on it. There's something about it. Virtual Tennis on the Dreamcast. Yes, Virtual Tennis I have on the Dreamcast. Came with the bundle when I got mine. It's really, really good. Other good tennis games. Pro Tennis Tour to an extent. I've always wanted to try International 3D Tennis. But that was by Sensible, wasn't it? With the vector graphics. I've always wanted to try it. I've also half forgot there was a Mastertronic tennis game. Lawn tennis? I started reviewing it and I kind of stopped. Olympic Soccer for the PS1. I'm not good on PS1 games. Played about 5 minutes. Super Nintendo says, my copy of Sensi MD still has the newspaper clipping with all the players in the sports section so I could update the teams. At school, I used to have all the custom teams in Sensible Soccer and all my mates had their own teams so they could come to my house and just play with their teams. And we even did transfers between the teams. So, yeah, you could literally, you come to my house, there's my team, there's your team, we play. I think we even had a little league game. We did that for Formula One Grand Prix as well. I had the entire thing set up with all my mates from school, and if they came to my house, drop by, there you go, into your car, which was absolutely brilliant. And the rest of the time, you're racing around. Instead of racing against Ayrton Senna and so on, you're racing against your mates. And everyone agreed to be what teams and so on. It was really good. It was really good. Now we've got no volunteers at the moment for the chat, but if you want to come and have a chat, message me on Twitter and I will send you the special secret link. Just message me and you need a copy of Chrome and you can come in. We've had Geigerpunk in, we've had Mensky in having a chat. I will reboot my Mega Drive and have a look what else I have. This is good. It's like I ought to get one of those Stream Deck. No, I'm not. But I could have, and I can have these little buttons and press them, go boom, 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 for all these little things I'm clicking on here. But it's only do this like once a year on here and probably once a year on Chinny Vision 2. It's probably not worth it. I mean, even this little monitor, really, I bought it for the Raspberry Pi and stuff. And I thought, yeah, but that'd be really good for the... I haven't shown you, sorry, have I? People who've just joined in. Let me just scroll you back to the webcam, because I've got this other little monitor up there now, you see, which has the other... It splits off the HDMI. This isn't my permanent setup. I have to set this up for this. But I bought this... This studio used to have this monitor and a little Linux PC over there. And that was it. And I suddenly gone to, get a bigger screen. Then I had a Windows PC. Then, it's a Mac Mini. And now it's, but I could have a Raspberry Pi and something else, or have a Mega Drive split off from the RetroTink. So I've got this other arm. And one tip I say is, if you're ever buying monitor arms, eBay. Because if you buy them new, you pay full price. And yet people are always selling them on eBay for half price or less. So both the arms I got here just came off eBay for under half price, which is really good. So let me have a look at what we can do next. What can we do? Another master system. Since I set the RetroTink up for it. So what have we got? I didn't know Ace of Ace. Actually, I did know Ace of Ace. It was released on the master system because I have the cartridge. I think. Another game I've never played on the master system, Desert Strike. So why don't we try that? See what that's like. Let's see. I'm worried, if you're wondering what the reflection is, it's my BBC Micro logo T-shirt. So I'm wearing. Ergo, one of the best monitor arms. Yeah, I mean, you can get all sorts of fancy ones, but frankly, if I can get away with paying £8 or £9 for a second-hand monitor arm, then that kind of does me for this, because these screens don't move. This one moves a little bit, but that one never moves. It's just about... And the bigger problem here is the IKEA table. It's all setting on. Because this setup has just expanded and expanded and expanded. It used to be just a small mixing desk. Used to be a small mixing desk. And just, I'd plug a recorder into it, and I'd put my laptop there, and that was the entire setup. Then I upgraded the mixing desk. I know, first I put a computer into record to, then I upgraded the mixing desk, then I added all the other bits and pieces, and it just kind of went a bit nuts. So it's kind of, yeah, the base. I'd like some decent woodwork here, perhaps, rather than an IKEA table that I drilled holes in the bottom of and put expanding foam in to stop it vibrating as much. And then if you look down here, you see the table's there, it's carpet there, and then you've got this throw on top of it just to deaden it all down. And really, I should have a proper setup. Right, where's the Master System audio? It's on that channel there. Right, Desert Strike. Oh no, it's Domark. That's who did this. Electronics Arts, yep. Presented by... Oh, it's the Kremlin, okay. Start game. Keep pressing start, because it's going to make no difference at all. Penguin Land, I love Penguin Land. Great game. I think I've covered it on one of my Master System videos. Yep, 1F, yeah, it's Choplift. We know what it is. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you the right screen, am I? There we go. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, right. Okay, I'm not paying attention. Oh, dear. So, which button does what? As I waste missiles. Right, that's that. Oh, okay, you only get 2 buttons, aren't you? You only get 2... Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, where are we going? Scrolling's a bit odd. Oh, fuel. Oh no, the scroll is horrible. It just kind of... It's fine when you're doing this. And then it... Oh, who's that? No, no, you're bad man. Bad man. Bad man. It's not quite the cannon from the Mega Drive version, is it? Why can't I... Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, it automatically selected them. Ah, that's interesting. So you've got 2 fire buttons, and it automatically selects the biggest rockets for you. Is that a man from... Oh no, it's a madman! Yeah, the graphics are so small, I can't tell the difference between my men and... what I managed to rescue. Is that a bad man? That's a bad man. It's quite a chore. Lacks that fluidity. Where is everyone? Where's all the men? I need to rescue. I haven't rescued anyone yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we can blow up some enemy hardware anyway. Whoa, rocket dodger. Whoa, 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 whoa. I've got no rockets left. Run away. There's some rockets there. It is demonstrably Desert Strike. It is fiddly though. Yes, I know. Where's all the supplies? Where's the supply area? Is that damage or lack of fuel? There we go. Where's all the... There's usually like a... ha. Land here. Where am I? Am I above the right place? Land! How? I want to land. Land! Anyone know how to land? Anyone know how to land? 'Cause I don't! I'm sure it's just hover over the X and it lands. Right, so hover over the X. Yeah. Probably it's easier to get shot and then... Come on, do your worst. There we go. That's that problem solved. You want an alarm on your helicopter to go off? Or to stop... Ah, there's a man there. I mean, that's really hard to spot, isn't it? Look at that. Come on, there's a ladder. Get up the ladder. I'm being shot at. Come on, mate. Go, move on. Blimey, I'm next to a missile battery. Yeah, it really needs something underneath the helicopter. You cannot. I'm sure the Mega Drive version has a Did I blow up some cows there? And your little men you need to rescue are nearly impossible to... Oh. That's an objective done. But I have run out of missiles. The old missile batteries aren't very effective on this version, are they? Well, he says, after... I think I'm being shot from behind there. But blown up a little man in the trees. Oh. Yeah, right, I've now damaged my... There, I see there, get someone there. Right, okay, let's get him. Let's see if with someone on board I can ditch him back at the X. Where are they? Come on, where's the X? Here we go. Right, now can I land? Yes! Right. One man, and everyone else on the... Oh no, two men. Right, so you can't land unless you've got someone. Come on, get a move on, mate. Look, there's people shooting. He's dead. I mean, he could actually move towards me. I'll just stand there waving his arms, going, rescue me, help, help. Honest Gamer says the X is only there for the troop drop-off. Yes, I think you're right. Oh, missiles, thank you very much. Lovely job. No, it's also difficult at times to tell which way your helicopter's going. I appear to be shooting through the building. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Game over? Nah. It's game over. Messages. Wagyu, I'm going to send you a link in a second. Keyboard wakes up. That is... Right, Wagyu has the link. Right, that is Desert Strike on the Mars system. I didn't think that was too bad. I think a shadow underneath your helicopter would help enormously. Absolutely enormously. If they had the shadow under there, you would be able to... Your life would be much, much easier. It's not too bad. It's a little bit... The movement's just a bit... too... juddery, I think is the word. And it's sometimes too difficult to see. The enemy pilots... so your pilots are the same colour as the sand. Okay, they've been camouflaged, but they're so small. And... It's also, yeah, it's just... Sensible Soccer on the Mars system felt like a game that was as fluid as the 16 bits. That Desert Strike didn't feel as fluid as the 16 bits. So we should have Wagyu, hopefully... no, wrong fader. Hello, Wagyu.
Yep. Hey, how are you doing?
Hello. Can you get a little bit back from your microphone? Because you're a little bit distorting.
Sure, no problem. How's that?
That's a little bit better. How are you this evening?
Very good. No eggs in Switzerland, so I've just been eating chocolate rabbits.
So what's the cocoa content there?
Well, it varies. There's standard milk chocolate and then like very high percentages as well. So
That's all good. So that's been your no gardening or anything other exciting in the lovely weather today?
It's been quite sunny, but I've not been outside, so yeah, just a normal day. So,
So what games are you playing at the moment?
well, I bought a Falcon recently, so I'm setting that up.
Oh, blimey, that's flash.
Yeah, it is. It wasn't cheap.
No, I wasn't going to even. I wasn't even going to be so rude as to ask you, because I just assume arm and leg and a kidney and all the rest. That makes Acorn Archimedes look like cheapskate territory, or Amiga 4000s come to that.
Well, I did have an Archimedes in the 90s actually, because my godfather was a school teacher, so he had like an A3000 really early. And so I played games on that at his house, and then he got upgraded to like a RISC PC, and he gave me his A3000, but it died through miscellaneous means. I think probably the battery leaking all over the motherboard, that kind of thing.
That's usually the cause of death with most Acorn Archimedes. The rot. There's someone was saying today, should I bid on this Archimedes that is untested? And it's like,
No,
I've been there. I've been there when the cost was about £100 and got one full of rot that got sent away and never seen again. And then I've got Rod's, which features 8 bits, that he repaired, needs to go back to him, that he lent me, then bust. And then
we had the 4 meg RAM upgrade, but if you typed on the keyboard too hard, it would crash. So
they are.
That's fun too.
They're so even with mine, if I move it from where it lives and turn it on, because they're so bendy, the RAM expansion can come out of contact just by the slight movement across the room, and then the thing won't boot, and you have to take the lid off, reseat the RAM on those little pins, and it works again. It's like, oh. I did Swiv, and I finally got a review with Swiv on the Archimedes. Finally, at last, all this money and effort and expense, it's like, finally I'm using it. It'll be another year before I use it again.
But RISC PCs are still fairly cheap.
Yeah, they are, but because they're the ones people don't want. And I looked at them, and it's just, I had a mate with 2 of them back in the day. And he not only had 2 of them, he had the laptop as well. He was an Acorn nut.
I've yet to find anybody who owns the ST book.
No, I've never seen one.
Successor to the Stacy.
Never seen one.
A monochrome display and more laptop style than the Stacy. But yeah, I've never seen one in the wild.
No, it's one of those things you think, oh, I'd like to.
Like as rare as TTs.
So what are you running on your Falcon?
It's just stock for now, but I'm trying to get things upgrades like the cartridge which gives you Ethernet, and there's a thing you can get which gives you a USB for mouse and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just a 4 meg 3.0 right now, so with hard drive inside. So I'm probably going to upgrade that to like an SD card or an SSD.
But any system lives or dies by the software you run on it. Now you say Falcon, so what's the killer game? What's the killer app on that system?
I actually want to get Cubase audio.
Yeah,
but you require a dongle still. So, and people hope them on eBay for ridiculous prices. So, but I did hear that Cubase finally got hacked on the ST, like the newer versions, like version 3 and stuff. So maybe the dongle's been hacked on the Falcon. So may not be too long before we have a freer version.
That was it. That was the last week, or was it the week before? They announced they'd managed to
a few weeks ago, I think,
sort it all out, which is good. Because there's still people. I mean, Norman Cook. I saw a photo of his studio, as Fatboy Slim. Still has an ST sitting in the corner of his studio because all his stuff, all his 90s stuff, is on the ST.
Well, yeah, because they don't have millions of layers between the OS and the metal, so they don't have MIDI jitter. So they can actually sequence things while keeping them in time.
Yeah. And I suppose he wants to access all his old stuff as well, remixing and so on. So you still have all that stuff. There was wasn't it Eiffel 6 Blue. That song about 2000 Eiffel 65. I think what they called. They did that was all done on ST, wasn't it? That was all.
Well, it seems pretty late. I mean, also the amount of times you hear like the SC speech synthesizer used in songs, just because it's like a sample source,
Yeah,
is very common still.
there's so much stuff. So, what do you think I should play if I turn this Mega Drive on? And you can choose Master System or Mega Drive. What should I be playing next on here?
Well, I was going to say, I was on an episode of Bad Influence once,
All right.
and everybody crowded around the Neo Geo, so it's impossible to play on that. So I played the terrible port of Outrun on the ST there,
Yeah.
which has since been improved in the last few years by somebody from the Amiga scene, actually. And also the Mega Drive, there was like a pinball game called Devil's Crush.
All right. Let's see if
So I
I can...
wondered if you had a go at that.
Devil's Crush. Let's have a look and see if I can find
It's either Crush or Crash, which is probably a Japanese translation thing.
Devilish, the next position, Dick Tracy. Don't have. Anyone know the name of the game in the chat? Devil's Crush
It
or
doesn't
Devil's
look like
Crash? I can't see it on there.
No, it doesn't look to be there.
Any other suggestions?
Let me have a think. How about Toe Jam and Earl 2?
Sorry?
Toe Jam and Earl 2. Great music. Always welcome to see. Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh, Toe Jam. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Distorting on the
Second
bottom.
game.
That means that requires me going
Panic on Funkotron.
into Toe Jam and Earl. Of course, Toe Jam and Earl. There we go. Press start, flashing system. Well, thank you for joining us this evening on the stream. Good to
worries.
hear from you, and hope you have a fantastic Easter, or the rest of the Easter. Thank you to Wagyu. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks. So we've got a Wagyu's suggestion of Toe Jam and Earl. No, wrong button. So professional here. I'm just tweaking my buttons back there. Another game. Have I played this before? Devil's Crash has been better on PC Engine by Naxat. Great choice. Dragon's Fury. I think I've got it on cartridge. In fact, I do have it on cartridge. It's very good. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Dragon's Fury, of course. Right. 2-player? No, 1-player. Just let's play Toe Jam. Random World. I'm getting clock vibes at the moment. I don't know if I'm justified in that. I would imagine Dragon's Fury is on that ROM set. Because I can never add stuff to that ROM set because that SD card is now glued in to that EverDrive because the mechanism broke. Right, where am I going? Am I here? Hello, Cosmic Wartoad. Anyone know what I'm doing? Do I just have to explore the landscape? We'll get Dragon's Fury up next. I will do that next. It's a great game. I've got that, so I've got the cartridge. Is that something to pick up? Don't go near the edge. I mean, so far, all I'm getting here is a Fred, what's his face? The one who went to prison on the giant map. Not Fred Harris. Look for spaceship bits and avoid natter dentists. That's quite good, I can run. Well, I can't now. Dragon's Fury equals Dragon's Crash, but higher res of Mega Drive means playfield is cropped. Fred West. You know, Fred the Weatherman. It's his second name. My memory's so bad these days. I've seen many spaceship parts so far. Okay, I found the lift. Oh, what's that? Fred Talbot, that's it. I'm wandering around a giant map like Fred Talbot. Oh, telephone. Ah, is that showing me stuff? Where I need to go, perhaps for spaceship parts? I was looking at the chat, not. So where's the lift? The lift was over here. Found a tape a few years ago that had a single program with appearances from Fred Rolfe, Savile, Arthur Mullard, and it was narrated by Stuart Hall. File that one under unrepeatable. Oh. Oh. Where's that map gone again? I've gone past that. Oh. Oh. It was down here, the lift. There we go. Where's my drink? Go on. Right. Up to the next level. Arthur Mullard? Oh, yes. Never caught, though. All came out after he died. Very unsavoury. Why is this cutscene going on forever? Hint, ship piece here. Right, okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, telephone nearby. And some food. Telephone up there. Mouldy bread. Oh, there's a little thing. Go away. Catchphrase. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's the run button? Oh no, he pushed me off the side! Have I fallen down a level? This looks familiar. Mallard, I'm not going to repeat it on the stream. I think it's on his Wikipedia entry. Oh, this is interesting. It's been an interesting game. Let's go find Dragon's Fury. Oh no. Right. Okay. Game. Dragon's Fury. There we go. And Dragon's Revenge as well. I don't know what that is. Start. Do not turn off the system. Yeah, I do have a copy of this on cartridge. Instantly recognise it. Back when you could pick up Mega Drive cartridges for next to nothing. Oh. Where's my... Right, it's that. Okay. Nope. Ow! Concentrating hard. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, Guy Clunk. Where'd it go? Up top, I imagine, somewhere. It's not Pinball Dreams, but what is? But it's still pretty good. I tell you a game I played a lot, unbelievably. Advanced Pinball Simulator. And you see how slow it is on the Amstrad. You go, why? I played it a lot when I got it. Can you hear that okay? I'll just turn it up on the fader there. Oh, no, I've dropped out. It's a strange game because I mean I know Pinball Dreams scrolls. This feels more zoomed in. I just get stuck down the bottom of the table. That's my recollection of it, just kind of. And the ball doesn't stand out enough from the background at times because they've made the background so busy in a similar colour. That's my... Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Yeah, again, wasn't sure it was there. Oh, another bonus stage. Bad Omen. We'll have a look in a minute at that. Apparently it's a bit like Arkanoid. Oh, bonus level over. Sonic Spinball. No, I don't hate myself enough to play that. What is a perfectly fine concept for a bonus level on a Sonic game does not make a full release. In my opinion, of course. And is that my... That's me. That's me done on that. Alright, let me get another drink. Turn that off a second. What we got on the chat. Oh. Drink time. Codemaster Soccer Pinball for the C64 and have to try it sometime. That's Geigerpunk. It's Devil's Crush. Devil Crush. Magic Knight. Did Timescale get a Mega Drive release? Don't know. Bad Omen is also devilish. So what we were looking at, you can change your bat shape and move the bat to top of the screen. You don't have to. So what game was I doing? I don't have a PC Engine, Paul. I don't have a PC Engine. So that's the end of that, I'm afraid. Bad Omen for the Mega Drive. Let's try Bad Omen. Let's see what we've got here. Bad Omen. Bad. No, we don't have it, I'm afraid. No. Does it have another name or anything? No, we don't have that. Anyone else got a suggestion? It's getting on for 11 o'clock, so be wrapping up in a bit. So if anyone's got a suggestion for a game, or just check no one wants to come on the... Oh, we've got a message on the chat as well. Hang on. That's... right, hang on. Richard Shaw, right. Who I guarantee is going to have a good microphone. And we'll be wearing a pair of DT150s, I imagine. What's he wearing? What's he wearing in his... he's got DT100s in his profile picture. Right, let me find... Where have I put that? Right, Richard Shaw, right, I've sent you an invite. I'm expecting a U87 microphone as a minimum there, and probably the same again spent on a voice processing unit and a tube-based amplifier. So waiting for Richard Shaw, right, and then you can... Oh, actually, he's going to suggest a... I'll get him to suggest a game. If not, we're going to play Barbie Supermodel. So I'll line up... In fact, we'll play Barbie Supermodel anyway. Of course, if Richard Shaw Wright's gone away, he's not going to see this invite because I don't know what time he sent that through, but we will... 10:35 he sent that. Oh, no, I haven't even pressed send. I didn't press send, did I? Because I'm an idiot. I've now pressed send. So he'll be our last guest of the evening if he's here. And I check there's nothing going on the Chinivision Discord. Chinivision Discord is open to all. Someone said to me, oh, is it Patreon only? And no, it is open to everyone. So you just ask me for an invite and you can come in. And that's fine. And it's just mainly a lot of old men talking about running, basically, and games. A lot of games. A lot of C16 stuff at the moment, actually. But we do kind of all sorts of things. And mainly post pictures of games and going running and stuff. And Steve's in there and Anti-Magic Knight's in there and we've got loads of people. So come and say hello. So Richard Shaw Wright has passed his health check, so I've put the fader up. I will hear him. Hello.
That is a surprise. That is a surprise. Hello, good evening. Hello, YouTube.
Hello, I'm just getting you peeking to 5. Only Richard understands what that means. There you are.
The disappointing thing for you is that photo in my profile picture is from 2008, and they are not my headphones, and I am currently using an Apple headset, and not in my studio as we speak, which is not really a studio. But apologies for that disappointment.
You blow the illusion and say, no, I'm sitting in my studio. I saw a picture of Peter Davison today, and he's upgraded his home studio, which had a Rode NT1 like mine. He's got a U87 in there. He must be doing all right on the voiceovers.
I got a very cheap mic on with stand on Amazon. Man, it's a branded one. I can't remember what it is now. But it does the job for my work, so that's good enough for me. I'm not as technically minded as a professional like yourself, of course.
You're professional. Richard does sports broadcasting, if people don't know. You can follow him as Richard Shaw, what is it? The Richard, I can't remember.
The RSW, yeah. Unfortunately, I that's what I went with as soon as I got on Twitter a million years ago, and I stuck with it now.
And mainly rugby league, am I right?
Yeah, which is the great thing about being a rugby league person is the amount of rubbish games we've had over the years is superb. Obviously, if you're a football fan, it's the world game. You can get a million great football games and a million terrible ones as well. With rugby league, you have to take what you get. You know, we're not American football, we're not ice hockey, so there's no great. I mean, there was an EA Sports game in the mid-90s, but there hasn't been one since. So it's always been a case of you take what you're given, but it does mean that you can play as your favourite teams, which is always quite fun.
I'm trying to think of rugby league games. I'm struggling.
I think there was one in. I think Amiga. Oh no, Amiga Pal gave the really bad review to a rugby union game. Was that International Rugby
Challenge? Yeah, Stuart Campbell absolutely slated it.
There was Wembley Rugby League, which I have used to recreate games on YouTube in the last few years when I was bored. I haven't done that for a while. That was okay. It was based on the. Was there a Wembley soccer game or something by Audiogenic? It was I guess a sequel to Emlyn Hughes, but nowhere near as good. And there's been modern day games on the PlayStation and Xbox and whatever, but it's so hard to play because it's not an easy sport just to replicate as football or ice hockey or whatever it is. Even American football is easy to replicate to an extent, but at the speed the game is played, it's hard to actually make it easy to play and fun, which is difficult. So it's still you take what you get. It's not like snooker or darts, which is easy to replicate. But again, there's been so many bad versions of those as well.
You also did cricket as well, I think, don't you?
I did a long time ago when I started 20 years ago. Village cricket, non-league football, a little bit of rugby union. And rugby league. So I've had a varied time on a bit of darts, but it's always good to. I've always been attracted to obscure sports games. So things like Aussie Rules Football, which there's been a couple of versions on the PC and again on the modern day consoles. There was a terrible Aussie Rules coaching game, which I think I bought for 99p from Game, and it wasn't even worth that. It was absolutely dreadful. I just like playing these weird sports games. I recently bought Canadian football on Steam because it was 79p, which is it's a bit like American football, but not. I've got a handball game. I've bought loads of stupid games on Steam that I've never played, but I just like playing these obscure sports games because it's a little bit different to playing FIFA all the time. And as you mentioned with FIFA earlier, it's. I mean, I was playing it with my nephew earlier, and even he, at 8 years old, spotted when I said to him, "So what's so great about FIFA 22 compared to FIFA 21?" And he said, "Well, nothing really. It's just different year." So even the kids have worked out that it's just a con these days.
It is same thing over and over. Again, okay, you get the latest players, I suppose, because I don't imagine they let you try and adjust it too much because that's their unique thing. But it's I don't feel connected to it when I play it. Whenever I played it, not like you do with sensible soccer, where you actually feel like you're at the centre of the game. It's a strange one.
So there's something missing about it which you can't quite put your finger on. That it's. And I don't want to go down the whole line of, it's all about the microtransactions or whatever. And that is, it to an extent. But even playing it today, it just felt, it didn't flow quite as well as, Sensi, we've got nostalgia for it. But even when you play it again today, it still has that great flow to a game. Is it too much of a simulation today? Well, it's not really a simulation, is it? Because when you play it, you still do daft things you can't actually do on a football pitch.
Yeah. Geigerpunk says, Codemasters Rugby Simulator was entertaining enough for someone who never liked the game. That's interesting. I'm going to look that on my phone. Codemasters Rugby Simulator.
I did have that International Rugby Simulator, which ties up two great things of A, Codemasters putting simulator on the end of things, and B, everything in terms of sport on TV in the 80s, having the word international at the front of it. So it was I did have that, and that was okay. In terms of a rugby, as in rugby union on that occasion, it was all right. But yeah, it was. I used to have because my other obsession is manager games. Champ Manager '93. I'm sure if I'd have actually not played that and Champ Manager 2, I would have got better GCSE results. But who cares about GCSE results when you're managing Wimbledon to their first ever Premier League title? So again, you've got a million different rugby league manager games certainly on the spectrum, and I found them all through emulation rather than at the time. But it was on a cover disc, and I'm going to say it was on the one Amiga, and if it wasn't the one, it was one of the other. It might have been Amiga Action. It wasn't Amiga Format. It wasn't Amiga Power. There was a rugby league coach game by Audiogenic again, where you coached a team called Thorn, a mythical team. And your tea lady would get upset if you didn't drink the cups of tea she left on your desk. But again, there was no real names apart from the teams, but that was good fun. I enjoyed that one, and that's the only reason I buy an A500 Mini. But then I realised, well, I can just spend 300 years trying to work out how to get an emulator working and do it on that instead. And I think I eventually got it on an ST emulator. So as much as I would love to play things on the real hardware, I can't afford it anymore. So I have to resort to emulate and enjoy the likes of yourself using the real thing to play these great games of the past.
Well, there's a Pi sitting up here that I sometimes use for Patreon club stuff. So that's got stuff. Emulation's a perfectly valid way of doing stuff. I know it depends on the systems as well. I mean, just because the way I'm set up, it is actually easier for me to just usually use the real hardware, and it generally works. Certainly on the 8-bits, it's the ST and the Amiga has got everything on it. The only problem comes if the Amiga hasn't got it on it, and I have to get out the A600 and get the game working. And God bless them, on the ST, I've got all the crack demo discs, and I can just jump in, and as long as someone's trained it and cracked it, it works.
Well, I am looking forward to the day someone sends you an A500 Mini and you review it in the style of the 64 Mini, which, again, I have resisted ever buying one because, again, I would buy it, play it for 5 or 10 minutes and then never play it again. So I like the idea, I like the concept, but it just seems to be a waste of money for me to buy one.
I mean, the Pi... I've dropped my controller. With Emulation Station, you go on the Pi website, you download that little bit of software, it installs Emulation Station on the SD card, you follow the instructions, you pop a USB stick inside, it copies all the files in, and it's done. And you don't even need a keyboard for it. You just plug in your Xbox controller and you're away. It's really... really good. And if you're looking for something, anyone looking for something that pretty much runs everything, and you don't need anything else for, then really, Pi 4 or even one of the Pi 400 all-in-one ones, it'll do everything. I'd say the Amiga's a bit trickier because it's the Amiga, but for the 8-bit stuff and MAME usually, that's a pretty good. That survived. That's not been like my Pi 1 when I used to try doing stuff with it, and it's like, oh, it's too much of a pain. That's actually living there and gets used. Not often, mainly for stream stuff, but it's a nice little solution. But there's various things, and the A500 Mini is perfectly valid for people who want that. I worry about people who expect too much from it, and I worry that any problems won't get fixed or what have you. But it's a perfectly valid thing to have if that's what you want, and you got your expectations set accordingly.
I'm just waiting for the. I was going to say wait for the CPC Mini, but that's never going to happen. So
that won't happen.
Nice. No, it will look nice on my desk and then in a cupboard for 100 years. So I go in the back of it and find it. But
I mean, Steve Anderson curses me for sending. He won on Patreon that C64 Mini that I reviewed. It's 3 years ago. Last week I bought that. My phone reminded me I had that trip to Lincoln. That's when I got it. It was in a cash converters or something like that. My wife had a meeting, and I was dropped off in Lincoln for the morning, and ended up buying a C64 Mini, a Toshiba MSX with tape recorder, and a load of games. I've been left alone in the town for 3 hours. Came back with a place called Gotham Games. That was it. And I bought all this stuff, and but it's lucky because she'd actually when she was at a meeting, she got out of the car and said, I've run out of phoned me up, said, I've run out of engine oil. So I walked to an out-of-town industrial estate, bought the engine oil. So when she came back, she couldn't be cross because I also had the engine oil and I'd really gone out my way to get it. Walked along the dual carriageway and everything to Halfords. So I got away with it.
Well, I seem to be squirreling board games at the minute, which I don't know why I've moved on to this one. TV tie-in board games. So I've got the News at 10 board game from a charity shop for £1. This is like, why have I bought this? I'm never going to play with it, but it looks nice, and I can pretend to be Reginald Bosanquet or whoever. Sandoval.
One for the teenagers.
Definitely one for the teenagers. I mean, my favourite game, which I've discovered in the last 20 years since finding the excitement of emulation, has to be Tellywise on the Spectrum. The game where you run a TV station. I guess it's kind of like a very, very, very cut down version of Mad TV, which I must have seen in Games X magazine when I was buying that in the early 90s, and never had the chance to play it until years and years later when I discovered Abandonware, which was another bad thing, but obviously. But Tellywise, where you have people who look a bit like Chris Tarrant, etc., and you put together a TV schedule, and it's a completely pointless game, but I just like the idea of it. I like the idea of, we seem to have gone back to, with the likes of Steam and all these indie game things, where people now come up with ideas that they perhaps in the last 20 years wouldn't have got published, but now they can make them themselves, and you can make wacky game ideas. It's brilliant. I love it. I love the past, and I love the modern day where I can again play ridiculous ideas for games, and you pay 99p, and if they're rubbish, it doesn't matter, you've only spent 99p. It's like going back to the corner shop and revolving the carousel of Mastertronic and Codemasters games and hoping you get something good or something that you understand the instructions for.
That's what I feel like I'm missing out on, along with I keep seeing clips of Gran Turismo, it's the Xbox one. I mean, Forza, that's it, the latest Forza game. I think, I'd love to play that. I remember our Forza nights online and so on, playing with that. And then I see all the stuff on Steam as well, and all these little games for next to nothing. And I think, that'd be really good. There was was it Lumo? That game, that kind of ultimate style isometric game. I never had a chance to, I never played it because I'm always doing this. So all my game playing is for Vision, and that is it. And it's a shame, really. I was watching Mr. PSB play not Frontier, the new Elite game, which I have as well, because I supported it, backed it, and it's like, oh, I'd like to play that, but... and so on. So, yeah, at some point, I need to... Perhaps when Xbox is a new one, whatever they are, the Xbox 5 or whatever they are cheaper, I'll get one. Play some stuff.
I've got a million ideas for things I'm going to either stream or make a video of and never get around to doing it. So I feel the pain on that one. I mean, I bought a on digital, which obviously was a very short-lived thing, but even shorter-lived was their internet service. And I have in-box and on-net box with all the paraphernalia for it, which is completely pointless. I'm sure there's nothing you can do with it. But I keep meaning to make a video of it, but I just never get around to doing it. I've made the comparison before. I'm like lazy game reviews, but unlike lazy game reviews, I am actually lazy and I don't have the ability to make compelling videos about interesting tap that he does. But at least I've got the ideas in my brain. And one day, maybe, perhaps, even though we've just come off 2 years of me not doing much at all, I still haven't got anything done. So it's never going to happen. So if anyone wants an on-digital box that you can use the internet on, then please get in touch.
Although all those digiboxes, oh god, yeah, those early ones, they were we had a load of Nokia ones at work, and they all kept failing. They weren't on digital. They were the first Freeview. I think they might have been on digital, but they were flashed for Freeview, and they all. I mean, I was given a load because they were all going in the skip, and they all went. I think I gave one to the in-laws. I had one. We had a load at work, and they all just completely went wrong and failed. And Nokia never made a set-top box again, I imagine.
Well, they appear to have done okay for themselves.
They've done okay for themselves.
Yeah,
not as well as they used to be, but yeah, at that time, Nokia was... everyone had a Nokia phone. I had two. One work and one for home. But, Richard, thank you for joining me. Do you have a game suggestion?
I mean, I should probably say Australian Rugby League, but because it's Easter, was it Fantastic Dizzy on the Mega Drive? I can't remember exactly what it was.
I can have a look. Fantastic Dizzy.
Australian Rugby League's not as good as later Rugby League games because my team isn't on there, which is very disappointing.
We have Fantastic Dizzy. And just remind everyone where they can find you online.
Well, I mean, I have my own YouTube channel, which is my own name, but there's some good stuff on there. But go to subscribe to 4020 TV because that's the one that's monetized and makes me about £15 in advertising every 3 months. So just subscribe on there. Don't watch any of the videos. You don't need to do that, but subscribe. Get our subscriber numbers up. That's the main thing. Brilliant.
Well, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of Easter.
Likewise.
Cheers. See you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
And has Dizzy got music? I don't know. Well, English. Let's select English. So thank you to Richard there. We will play Fantastic Dizzy. And I'll have a look at the comments as well. We got here. I've lost track on it. Mad TV being a $2.99 Amiga game, which seemed like magic to me at the time. I wish ITV C4 listings were added to BBC Genome. That'd be really useful, but it won't happen, I don't think. Right, so let's play Dizzy. So Dizzy is going to be trapped in a house and we have to go... Oh, why is the inventory on a separate screen? Oh! I tell you what, I don't like Dizzy's handling. Having played excellent Dizzy. How do I get out of it? Do I burn myself out? Or something? Oh, the key's up there. Why is the key up there? Dizzy's handling's weird. There's an apple up there. So I should have saved that. Generic Dizzy treehouse setting. We've got 250 stars to find. Well, 246 now. 240, yeah, 246. That could get irritating very quickly. I assume a fluffy isn't harmful. I don't think it's eaten by the spider. No. That's going to come down. Oh, 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 oh. Why would a snail damage me? It's the prince. What's wrong with him? No, I want to talk to him. Why can't I talk to him? It's a Dizzy game. I should be able to talk to him. It is a bit mad. A load of eggs choose to live in a treehouse far from the ground. And isn't it curious how Seymour Goes to Hollywood also features a entire treehouse section? Oh, change of music. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, that's straight out of Treasure Island, Dizzy. Do I need a bone? I need a bone, don't I? Is this like a Dizzy Greatest Hits? Oh, it's because they get more royalties. That's why they're always moving treehouse complexes. I've died because I touched a flower. I'm not feeling this. This is not Prince of the Oak Folk. You can add all the fans. I mean, why would a snail damage you? Dizzy looks sad. I'd be sad if I paid 25 or 30 quid for a Dizzy game. Oh, look, it's a... Oh, no, that went wrong. I was going to say, that's going to be one of these leaps I have to... I've always said one of the best Dizzy games is Seymour Goes to Hollywood. Ugh. And Dizzy is a budget game. Yeah. I think I need to have a look at that Barbie game before we finish up. I think we need to see what Barbie has to offer. Barbie Supermodel, the game you all want to see. Yeah, I mean, they mash up, you're right, Plinth. Mash up a load of budget games and sell it for 40 quid on cartridge with worse handling of the Dizzy character than you get on a Spectrum version. This is more like it. Barbie is dreaming of Hollywood. Ah, I've got to drive. Whoa! I can't accelerate. I have to collect stars. I can't slow down. I can go a bit faster if I hold the A button. Cut that person up. Oh, what's that there? Do I need them? Match Barbie with the magazine cover. What? Oh no, I'm supposed to pick up clothes. Oh God, was it the pink one? Yeah, I'm saying that. Yay, I was right. Put your foot down. Oh. It's okay. Driving like a lunatic drunk, which Barbie probably is. Oh, I think Nikki and Bunty should play this. Was I supposed to be on the... practice room. Oh, it's a rhythm game. But my controller doesn't match hers. Well, it does, but it's not an official Mega Drive controller. So I'm easily confused. What is the point of this? Why am I doing it again? Not again! Please don't make me do this again. Oh. Why am I doing it again? Why am I doing it again? How do I get out the practice? Right, Right, out of my way. I can't drive in the pavement. Oh! Yeah, just kind of... I'm Barbie, I can drive how I like if anyone... Oh, well... I can't slow down. Well, out of the way! Oh, banged. There's a camera in the road. Match Barbie with a magazine cover. No! Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Oh, I've got to do eyelash things. Yeah, whatever. Start. I don't think I got that right. Oh! Oh no. Oh dear, I've crashed and I had to go to prison for drunk driving. Yeah, Alistair Stewart, yes. I have stories. Rather, Mrs. Chinny has stories about his living in the same village as Alistair. But never mind, that's for another time. Right, let's get you back on the main camera. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening in the very exciting Barbie setup. And that was terribly exciting. I think that's my favourite game of the evening, Barbie Simulator. But yeah, thanks for everyone watching. It's probably one of these rare... Oh, many people were involved in this game. We need to see. Oh, it skipped. It gave a list of credits. All the guilty people involved in that game. Thanks for watching. And Ginny Vision back Thursday night with a regular video. Don't know what it's going to be yet. Might be Crazy Cars 2. See how we go. But yeah, thanks to Wagyu, thanks to Geigerpunk, thanks to Richard Shaw Wright, and thanks to everyone else who's joined in and been on the chat and so on. And thank you for joining me and watching, and have a fantastic Easter. Yes, it is 11:30, and my voice is starting